Hello twin flames, thank you for being here, for liking, subscribing and all the amazing comments and feedback you leave me. It means the world, as you know, and if you are new to the channel, welcome, subscribe, join our family because we're here for you every day. And we're here for you every day on Pixie Power Tarot 2 now. So if you like the little shorts to music, you can get them there. Also to remind you that I am now on TikTok. I did announce it on the community post the other day. It's taken me a little while to get used to it. And the reason it's called Liz Harrison GBA is because there's already someone on there called Guided by Angels. That's nothing to do with me. And I want to make TikTok more about everything. You know, so it's really kind of the brand Liz Harrison because I want to be able to share wig videos there and cards of the days there and do little messages if I'm guided to. So it's going to be a mixed bag. So if you want to follow me on TikTok, you can find me over there. And also to remind you that now we're going to be doing a daily tarot card of the day. Just a little short 1-minute reading, pulling a tarot card and bringing in a message. And today it's the Tower. And the message is to remember that whatever's going on, whatever you may see as, you know, a tower moment or something chaotic, is actually happening for your highest good. So change is good. It's only our ego that doesn't like it because we go into fear around it. Our soul craves change because it brings in the new. So big message that there's the new coming in. Everything is being made ready for you. So I'm going to bring in 3 decks of cards because every day I'm shuffling. So we're going to bring in the Denise Linn Sacred Destiny Oracle because it's sacred and it's destiny and it's meant to be. We're going to bring in the Divine Animals Oracle by Stacey Demarco to see what animals are coming in today. We have got power animals around the connection right now. And the Elemental Oracle, because you are connecting with all the elements right now. The earth and everything that's going on down here and the things going on up there. So this is about your connection with the higher realms and in a way the lower realms. You know, the earthly realm where we descend to learn and grow. And then when we ascend to the higher realms, we're connecting with Source and we're realizing that we are one with all things and we tap in with our power. So thank you, angels. What do we need to know? Powerful stuff, jumping around already. So the energy around the connection, the energy around the divine feminines, please, angels. The energy around the divine masculines, what do we need to know? Thank you, thank you. And this one too. The energy around the connection today, please. What do we need to know? The energy around the connection. I do feel a lot of direction coming in today. The energy around the journey. Thank you, angels. And the energy, wow, I'm just going to pop them back in around the divine feminines because this is what I'm feeling here. And the energy around the masculines. There it is. Powerful. So I actually feel this is what we need to know. And this one here is going to be a significant card. So what's the energy, please, angels, around the divine feminines today? The energy around the feminine. The energy around the masculines today. Wow. And the energy around the connection. What do we need to be aware of? The energy around the connection, there they are. So we're going to start with this one. This is an overall message. We've got North, wow. And this is about expansion. So this is your reminder, whatever's happening, to keep facing your true north. That means whatever comes along to trigger or test you, keep facing towards the end result. Keep your mind on your target, just like the archer does when the archer pulls back that arrow in the bow, or bow in the arrow, knows where it's going. Like Katniss in the Hunger Games, nothing can stop that bow, you know, that arrow and that bow. So nothing shakes Katniss because she has her aim so powerfully there. And that's what you are doing. You know, you are now completely focused on your truth and in your integrity. So you keep facing north and that expands things in your life and it moves things forward. So because this card kind of came out on its own, I feel this is a huge message about where we're heading. We're heading towards 2023. Number one, we're heading to a place in time where you are number one, which means you put yourself first. You may have children, you may have obligations, but you know what you want. And you know who you are and you know what you deserve. And you know what you desire. And this is also the divine masculine putting you first, making you their number one priority. And also headed for the future. They're giving me that song by Neil Diamond, one of my favourite artists, Headed for the Future. So that's where you're headed today, to the future, facing your true north. So whatever these other cards are, that's your reminder today. Don't let anything knock you down or make you question your journey because you know your truth. So the energy then around the connection, we've got the elephant. Wow. So this is an energy of leadership. But you can see there you've got Lord Ganesh. So Ganesh is coming through to remove the obstacles. Now, he's been around anyway this month with Archangel Nathaniel because they're moving those obstacles out of the way. They're clearing the way. They're bringing things up to the surface for healing. And Ganesh is saying it's time for you to become your leadership role, your leader, the leader you are. So 10 is power. So if you've been seeing the numbers 1010 on the clock, maybe you go to the shops and your bill is 1010, or you see it in some other magical way, this is a sign of power and you stepping into your leadership role as a light worker, as a twin flame in union, you're moving forward. Leadership. And the elephant is also a big sign that you can't move on. You know, you can't forget your twin, they can't forget you. You can move on from the drama and the struggle, but you can't move on from the connection because you are one. And we've got atoms. They're giving me the words as well, aromas. So it feels like, you know, it's like you can smell the truth. You can smell something's coming. They're giving me fear. And it's also about smelling fear. Overcoming fear, releasing that fear. And the atoms are about the power. You know, this also says building. And I feel that, you know, you're building this future. From the chaos, from the struggle, it gets rebuilt stronger. And the aroma is to release that fear and to smell success. So what are you smelling today? Fear or success? You decide. And I feel your masculine can smell you today. So they may be reminded of you in various ways. You know, it could be the smell of cut grass. It could be the smell of coffee brewing. It could be your unique scent, perfume, aftershave, something that reminds them of you directly through their senses, because they're very sensitive beings and, you know, they connect with everything they're going through in their physical self. So whereas you may be connecting with your clair awareness, you know, your spiritual senses, they connect with their physical senses. Things they see, things they can touch, things they can taste, smell. You know, whereas that's what moves things forward. Whereas for the feminine, you're aware of what you can feel with your third eye and see with your third eye. You're very aware of your feelings and emotions. So you're clair-aware, clairvoyant, clairsentient, clairaudient, all these things tapping in. So the atoms is about the connection and the way it all sets in motion. You know, atoms, they're reminding me of at the very beginning how things form and the firework effect, how things form and grow and really mold into place. So you're building a future. And time, discipline. So we really have to learn how to discipline ourselves around time issues. You know, how we have to let go of the control. So we allow things to come in divine timing, realizing that it's on God's time, not our time. And that's the hardest thing we have to learn on this journey, especially as a divine feminine, because we want it now. Not because we're greedy or selfish, but because we're so giving and loving. And we have so much love to give. And we want to make, you know, it up to our twin. We want to make it up to ourselves. So we have as much time with them as possible. We want as much time as we can living this life and loving, you know, the connection and giving to it. So when things aren't on our time, we get stressed out and we struggle and we wonder what's the point. You know, what's the point? I have all these years that I'm wasting. But there is no wasted time because we grow. Everything else is illusion. So the moon is darkness. So the 7 energy there is about cycles. You know, think about 7. We have a 7-year cycle. We have a 7-day in the week cycle. You know, there's also changes around July time, the 7th month of the year. You know, this is about big change and shift. So the moon is showing you that we learn and grow through the illusion of fear. And fear is created through darkness. when we think that things are going wrong. But instead we focus on fire, because fire illuminates the darkness. That's about the light coming in, but also the passion and the action. It says ignition. So things are being ignited now. Things are moving into place. This fire is bringing in the elements to move things forward. And all we have to do is go with the flow. So since the full moon, we've really been guided to let go of control, to go with the flow, because that's opening a magical gateway. And the unicorn is also about purity, cleansing, energy and healing. So the gate is open. And this gateway opened on the Lion's Gate. That's when things started really moving forward and making sense. So for the Divine Masculine, we've got going forward. So they want to go forward towards this portal. They are now moving towards this gateway. They're moving forward towards you. So when I'm looking at this card, it was reminding you that all paths lead home, that you are their true home, their true destiny, their true destination, but also to trust the path that they are on, because they're always being guided. So even when you feel they fell off the path, they are moving back towards it. And relaxation. So the masculines need some time today just to rest and relax a little bit and take the time to not rush anything, to process, and also to focus on fulfillment. How they can bring more success and power into their life. What fulfills them inside. The peaches, the juiciness of the connection. That you're their heart and their soul. And we've got release. And you've got that fall energy again there, which we've been talking about over the last couple of days. So releasing the fear. Releasing all the old leaves to create the new ones. So the release is about letting go of what needs to go. We've also got East, and they're actually giving me the word ease because they're now releasing things with ease. They're finding more time to relax and they're feeling less pressured than they were. But the East is also about a beginning and a regeneration. So this beginning is about things changing, and they're giving me the words dedication, motivation, moving things forward. And the number 3 is about faith and power. But for the masculine, this is about the ascended masters guiding them. And I'm seeing there as a big light bulb going on in their mind. And that's leading them towards a new beginning, but also towards their destiny, which is you. And we've got South, which is about adventure, but it's about leaving things behind. We think about South, we think about North in front and South behind. So they're leaving things behind to move towards their north, their true north, which is what we had at the beginning of the reading. So the message is things moving forward. Now, these can also be messages that may resonate with you. If you're connected with South energy or East energy, things are moving forward. So the North energy is definitely about moving forward. And I feel that East could be about, Eastern places or places in the South, things moving forward to bring you together. So I definitely feel this is also a message about any connections where there's distance. That distance is now, it's coming forward. So in other words, that distance is going away. It's like the distance is falling away to bring you together. So it doesn't matter if you live in different parts of the world or you live in the same street, things are moving forward. And the dog is about loyalty. And this says companionship. And look at the power in this card, because you can see the Divine Masculine there with the bow and arrow. So again, that's really what we spoke about at the beginning of the reading, the Sagittarius energy of the Archer. So as we move forward, especially towards Christmas time, the new year, they have their eyes on their target. And they are showing you they are loyal to you. And wow, we've got Tarantula for connection. So the tarantula, remember, it may seem scary, but it's actually working for you. So the masculines can get very scared of this connection, but it's working for them. It helps them to feel alive, and it can sometimes things around them can feel poisonous, and they can to you, like toxic energy, karmic situations, and those things that bring us down. But really, they lift us up because it's what makes us strong and what makes us realize how powerful and real this connection is. So the masculine is showing you he's reaching out here. He's reaching out, even if he's trapped in his situation, even if he's stuck where he is, he's reaching out. He wants to break free. So I'm seeing this as breaking free of the past, and the universe being on your side. You know, whenever we see the number 222 or spiders, big sign of universal power. You know, it's quite funny because the other day in the house, you know, someone was in the house with me and she said, look at that big spider. And it freaked her out. And I couldn't actually find the spider after. I didn't know where it went. You know, I couldn't see the spider when she was talking about it. But that's because I have no fear. You know, I used to be afraid of spiders. But then I realised that it's a great sign of protection. And it's the way the universe communicates about the web that we are connected in and the way that the World Wide Web helps us. So many of you, met my twin online. You know, I also met Catalyst online. I'm online right now talking to you. So it's very powerful how the universe creates what we need and moves things forward. Even if at the time things can seem a bit toxic, like catalyst connections or sometimes things that go on online. We have to rise above all of that and shine. So the energy around the divine feminine is, we've got kindness. It says fruit, bat and flying fox. Now, foxes are about solutions and having that cunning energy inside so you can see the truth. And bats are all about, you know, the dark night of the soul and overcoming the darkness, because bats are nocturnal, they live at night, so they manage to deal with the nighttime hours. So this is also reminding you, feminines, that when you go through dark times, kindness is the key. It gives you direction and hope. And we've got the horse for freedom, so moving through that magical gateway. And I love this because they're saying, you know, you're nearly there. You know, this horse is halfway out. He's halfway in and out of this portal. So it's showing you you're nearly there. Not even halfway there, nearly there. It's not like you've got to go the same again, you know, to get into union. You're nearly there. Just be still and graceful and, you know, remember your beauty and go with the flow like the swan. So you're being reminded of your divine feminine power and your divine feminine grace and how beautiful and still the swan is. And we've got the biome, it says connection. So again, you know, you've got this powerful connection with heaven, and you've got the 44. So I'm actually seeing this as the connection between you and your guides, the connection between you and your angels. That's why you see 44 or 444. And we've got the peacock, and the peacock spirit is about confidence, strength, power, knowing your worth, you know, being strong. And remember, that's the energy of this powerful tiger energy. You know, that's why I'm being guided again to wear the same wig today and this same, you know, amulet in a way, this necklace, because it's power. It's reminding you of your divine feminine power to be yourself and shine and be you. And that's what guides everything in. So the peacock is power. It's bringing in power today and beauty. Think how beautiful the peacock is. The swan is beautiful too, but the swan is so graceful. And the swan has so much power within. You know, the swan seems all beautiful and lovely, but when the swan rises up, it's very, you know, it can be very scary too. So it's reminding you that the stillness is also about how you control your energy. You know, you've got a tsunami in you. You are the ocean. You can be still and beautiful and calm, or you can rise up and cause mass destruction with your waves. So take control of your life today and be still and trust the journey and relax and be at ease and be at peace, because it's all falling into place. So I feel you're going to see swans and peacocks today. You could even see a tarantula or a spider. Now, I know you're not likely to see a tarantula in your home, but you may see it on a YouTube documentary, or it may be on a film you're watching. The universe has amazing ways of showing you these signs, and it's nothing to fear. Nothing to fear. You know, I used to be petrified of bees, but then I realised bees are a symbol of miracles, and now I'm okay around them. Yes, I still don't like being around wasps because wasps are a symbol of anger, but I don't panic as much as I used to do. And that's because as we evolve and grow as a spiritual being, we realise that nature works with us and works for us to give us these beautiful signs and to show us the way. So next time you come face to face with a creature or an insect or an animal, say to your higher self, what is this showing to me? There is no fear, because you don't need to be in fear, because you are protected by love and you are shielded by the power of heaven. I hope this helps. Have a great day and I'll see you soon.